Hello whiskey lovers, and welcome to another one of Mark's Whiskey Ramblings. And as I was going through my ramblings that I've posted so far, about 130, I found out that I've only spoken to you about Glenmorangie twice. So I went through my bottles, and it's a good thing that I did, because as you can see it's almost empty. But I really wanted to tell you a little bit more about this Glenmorangie Dornoch. Now, in the north of Scotland, besides the ancient royal burgh of Tain, you will find the Glenmorangie distillery. It was founded in 1843, and Glenmorangie is actually Gaelic for Valley of Tranquility. And that name should reflect the peaceful setting on the banks of the Dornoch Firth, where the Glenmorangie distillery can be found. Speaking of which, the Dornoch Firth is actually a vast sea estuary of scientific significance, and that is one of the reasons why the Glenmorangie distillery partnered with the Marine Conservation Society to increase awareness for the conservation of this estuary. So as a part of this partnership, part of the proceeds of the sales of this whiskey, this limited edition of Glenmorangie, the Dornoch, is actually donated to that Marine Conservation Society. But back to the whiskey. It is actually a Glenmorangie that first got a maturation on bourbon casks, but then it was finished on an Amontillado sherry cask. And it is said that part of the barley that was produced for the production of this single malt has actually been peated. So, let's find out. It is bottled at a drinking strength of 43% ABV. It's got this pale gold color on the nose. Want to get the classic Glenmorangie on the nose with some coconut, pears, a bit of sultanas in there and green apples. Also get some caramel and vanilla, lemon peel, candied lemon peel in fact. With a sugar coating, this is very soft, accessible, sweet and aperitif style Glenmorangie on the nose. On the palate then. Waxy, spicy, creamy, mouth coating, good. I like it. Again, honey and citrusy notes, grapefruit in the lead. I get some malted barley. Again, white fruit, apples, pears. But this time in a stew. There are a bit of earthy notes in there as well, which might actually hint at the peated barley that was used. I get some sultanas. Is that the sherry? Hard to tell. But to be honest, this is very light, very accessible, very summery actually. And again, that proves to me that this is meant as an aperitif style whiskey. On the finish then. It's sweet, medium long, and I get some ginger at the death, and it leaves the mouth completely dry. Yeah, I feel that after 2 glasses of this I might want a sip of water. That's not a problem, of course. This is quite nice and quite accessible. It is an aperitif style Glenmorangie. It might have had a bit of more oomph to it, if you know what I mean. A little more punch, a little more the kick to the teeth. It doesn't. Makes it a very, very easy drinking, very laid back aperitif style Glenmorangie. All in all, very light, but very aromatic and very tasty. A cart-played whiskey. It was sold, if I'm not mistaken, for around €75. And remember, part of the proceeds will go to the Marine Conservation Society to preserve the Dornoch Firth, that scientifically significant vast sea estuary. Now, as you can see, it's almost empty. It was a bottle that I had received from my good friend Heiko in Germany, who comes over once or twice a year. Heiko, as you can see, it is high time for you to come back round. And that's all for this Whiskey Rambling, and I hope to see you again at one of Mark's Whiskey Ramblings real soon. And until then, may the malt be with you.